I went to grab one of these bricks to prop up my backpack. You'll never guess what's underneath it.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to mind your own.
Human poop. Yep. So this whole area, if you go out there all the way around, toilet paper, human poop, toilet paper. This person couldn't even go in the woods. They shit right here and covered it with a brick for somebody like me to pick up and see. It's, you know, every thru hiker, every long distance hiker complains about this. You get closer to day hikers and it's just, I mean, it's a toilet out there. Toilet paper everywhere. It's disgusting. I don't understand. Oh, and there's a tampon thing over there too. Plastic tampon thing. I don't understand what's so hard about putting it in a bag and taking it out and throwing it away. It's really pretty disgusting. And people are like, oh, it's biodegradable. And yeah, it might be biodegradable, but it doesn't biodegrade overnight. And that means anybody who comes after you gets to see the inside of your toilet, basically. And, you know, we all complain about it on hiker forums because it's disgusting and it's just not leave no trace principles. People say that it's, like I said, people say that it's biodegradable and they argue, but no, pack it out. Just pack out your garbage, all your garbage. Pack out your toilet paper. It's not that hard, especially, you know, women, young ladies. It's not, don't be embarrassed. Take tissue with you and take a little bag with you and put it in the bag and throw it away. It's not a big deal. And if you poop, dig a hole and cover it up. Yeah, I'm angry. This is disgusting. And anybody who thinks that this is okay is just not right in the head. Oh, pretty. Been thinking a lot lately about how focused our society is on quantity over quality in everything, from, you know, getting the most for your dollar, value, extra value meals or something where you get like a million things for $5 or something, or how many can you get for $1? How many miles can you get in? How many this, how many that? I mean, everything is really about quantity. More. More is better, right? There are a few exceptions. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying that I think society as a whole focuses more on quantity rather than quality. And I think that also includes years. It includes life. Live long. Live long. Live longer. Take a pill. Live longer. Eat whatever you want, but take a pill to live longer. And in the meantime, you're addicted to heart medication, diabetes medication. You're paying out the ass to live longer, though not necessarily better, right? And so this focus on living longer rather than better, where has that really gotten us? Sitting at home, waiting out our years, watching TV, surviving only because of the medications we're taking, where we can't really live. I mean, what? We don't have the energy. We don't have our physical selves. Is that really living? And I've said before in other videos, people think I have almost a disrespect maybe for life because of the risks I take. Many of us, not just me. I mean, people who are on the trail, people who dare to go out into the world and live, dare to face the fears that society tells us are the dangers that society tells us are out there. Face the dangers that society tells us we should be deathly afraid of. All the things that should keep us home, keep us sitting in front of the TV, valuing more over quality. Eating that fast food, consuming those pharmaceuticals, buying that stuff to try to make us happy. And it doesn't, because what we really want to be doing is living. And that's what I see people out here doing, especially people 50 and older. You know, it's not about, for me, it's not about staying young. I don't want to stay young. But when I do, as I do age, I don't want to be limited by my ailments. I don't want to be limited by my, what's the word I'm looking for? Neglect of my body, my mind, and my soul. By doing things like this, by getting out, by experiencing the world, by opening up my mind and my heart when I can, still a work in progress on that one, my soul, my body, to the world, I stay healthy. And that's really what I care about. And in the process of doing that, if I come to a quote unquote early death, I don't know. Is that something to lament? Is a life lived to the fullest and maybe ended a little sooner than it would have any less or any more tragic than just waiting out days in front of a TV? Never going outside, not really living. I get letters from so many viewers who that's exactly what they're doing. It's not about staying young, quote unquote young, you know? I don't want to act and look like 40 at 70. That's just not normal. That's new normal, but that's not normal. But I don't want to live to be, I don't care about living to be 100. I don't care about being young for my age. What I do care about is making the time that I have here worthwhile. We all know the famous last words are regretting what you didn't do. Very few regret what they did do. And I bet you, if we could ask all the people who died in tragic accidents, barring a few, recent Instagram moments aside, most people would say they have no regrets. The people who are living their lives to the fullest. And I bet the people I know, the people who have the regrets, are the people who now can't do the things they've always wanted to do because of physical limitations. I know that for a fact. I get thousands of letters. I've gotten thousands of letters over the years saying that. People don't regret the things they've done on a bigger scale. They regret the things they didn't do. So yeah. So the point of this little insert is I don't care about living to be 100. I don't want to be young. I just want to live every moment. I carried that more mindset onto the trail with me in the beginning. Same thing on the John Muir Trail, and I think I also had the same realization doing that one. The more mindset. More miles is better. And my quest, determination to do 18, 15, 20 miles, try to do 20 miles a day, made me miserable. Everything hurt. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was grumpy. I mean, everything about it was just making my hike not fun. And kind of being out here 2 months now, you know, as the days passed, just really realizing or thinking about, why am I out here? What do I want to get out here? You know, I guess, what's the purpose, I guess? Although not quite so clear cut as I have a goal or a purpose, but more philosophical, I guess. But now, I think in the last week, since I thought about quitting at Cascade Locks, I kind of had to come to terms with a few things. And one is, do I want to finish? Maybe not. I might not finish. I'm still at the point where I may not finish, and that's okay. But while I am out here, I want to enjoy being out here. I think my whole goal, really, for any hike like this, or most things I do these days, is to be in nature, to be closer to nature, to kind of be one with nature, to immerse myself in nature, and just enjoy being out here. And I hike because just going and setting up camp for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months would be pretty boring, unless I was going to do a homestead. And I do think about that still. But so I'd have something to do. So I hike to give myself something to do. So with that in mind, the main purpose isn't to get 20 miles in a day. The main purpose is not even to get to Canada. It's just a goal. The main purpose is to be out here, experience it, be one with nature, and let go of quantity and embrace quality. The quality of my time on the trail. That's it. Want to see what just brought a huge smile on my face climbing uphill? How awesome is that? I like happy surprises. I haven't had enough happy surprises in my life. Trail magic. Trail magic. I see a road. I see a road. If it's a false alarm, I'm going to be so upset. That wasn't a road. Just an opening. Alright. Well, let's see what the trail magic is. There was supposed to be trail magic 2 days ago. I'd run into some people going southbound. No. Yeah, going southbound. And they were like, there's trail magic ahead, 4.5 miles ahead. By the time I got there, it was gone. So that was a little disappointing. Oh, yep, I think I see a road. What is it going to be? Experimental forest? What the heck does that mean? Oh, water. Oh, that is so awesome. I wonder why I didn't see this on the notes. This would have been nice to know before I carried 6 pounds of water up 1,000 feet. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I'll take that number out. Thank you. That's so nice. So the new shoes have been definitely better than anything else that I have had. You know, other than that weird pain I've had on this foot that feels like a, oh, right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the first time I've actually felt it. Feels like a knot. And when it gets really bad, it literally feels like I'm walking on a ball. But if I massage it out, if I rest, then I'm able to get a couple more miles, and then I massage it out and rest again. So it hasn't been horrible, but definitely these shoes have been far better. Except today, I'm feeling like I'm getting hot spots. So I already stopped about a mile ago and taped up that foot. On the outside, I was feeling like I was getting a blister. Could also be the socks. My liners feel like they're getting stretched out, so they're maybe not hugging my feet like they should be and creating more friction. Wow, that actually feels really good right there, right now. But I'm also feeling like I'm getting a hot spot right here. So, I bought climber's tape because I couldn't find Luca tape anywhere that I went in Bend. So I bought climber's tape, which was on the recommendation of another hiker. And this works really, really well. Just cover up the hot spot, and this stuff does not come off. I found it at REI in the climber section. It's meant to cover their hands, to protect their hands while they climb. And I'm telling you, this stuff does not come off. I really like it. So I feel like I'm getting a hot spot right there. But first, I bought some of these to make sure it's a clean surface, to make sure the tape stays on. Okay, there we go. Covered up the hot spots. That's where the friction is in my shoe. Actually, yeah, I can feel it there. And so hopefully that'll prevent me from getting blisters. Happy feet. And I actually did look at the Gut Hooks comments for this water cache, and there are notes and comments about it, but on August 5th, which was like a week and a half ago, it said that it was hardly any left. So that's how I knew not to rely on it. And it is pretty empty. There's a tiny bit left there, I think. But I don't need it. Thank you, trail angels. 9.5 miles, 3,000 feet up. What might be my best day on the PCT so far. I feel amazing. I'm so glad. And that's Mount Adams behind me. Oh, where is it? I'll turn it around in a minute. Instead of climbing yesterday like I had planned and having like, 16-mile day, it would have been so that I could camp near water. I decided to stay hike 5.5, 6 miles yesterday and stay in a forest campground because I was tired. I was just really dragging yesterday, and I was like, if I have to climb 9 miles uphill with full water, I just was feeling really tired. So I am so glad I listened to myself and listened to my body and took a break yesterday, because today has been amazing. Really one of the best days. I mean, my legs feel good. My feet feel good. I had to tape them up a little bit. I'm happy to be out here. I'm not thinking about quitting. Just taking my time. It's 1:30 and I've already done 9.5 miles. So I did start at 7. I wanted to get an early start going uphill. But every day is different out here. Every day is different. And I'm happy to be in Washington. The weather is cooler. The scenery is different. It's starting to look like fall. I saw a giant bear poop at a place I just took a break, and I was going to take a picture, but my phone was off and charging, but I had to turn it on for this. So, oh yeah, and I also had to check out my water situation. So, good day on the PCT. That is Mount Adams. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It's so nice to have a change of scenery, be in a different state. Gotta tell you. Okay, that does it for days 53 and 54 on the PCT. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again, and stay tuned. There is more Pacific Crest Trail to come, including some amazing trail magic and some of the best days on the trail. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah.